can we do it? You want me to
it's
start first?
that's on.
Summer Scoop, episode 9. You're here for it.
This is episode 9.
We're here for it. Episode 9.
Okay, episode 9. All right, we're doing something different today.
Okay.
So
Okay.
you can pick the flavor, whatever, but I want you to guess the consistency of what you're eating. So I'll give you I'm not gonna say anything else. You just got to eat it.
Like describe it? Or
No,
what do you guess?
No. Okay, I'll give you a multiple choice.
Okay.
So your options are ice cream,
Oh, I see.
frozen yogurt, gelato, custard. Okay.
4 choices.
Ice
Four
cream?
choices, you gotta pick one.
What was the second one?
Frozen yogurt,
Ice cream, frozen yogurt, gelato, or custard.
custard. Okay.
My first question is there a difference?
Yes.
Someone comment what's the difference between each of the 4? Because I don't know.
You don't know? I know. Well, sort of.
Melts too fast for ice cream.
Which is very good.
It's
Much
very
better than the last time I
That's
had
like peanut
ice cream
like
and was on this.
peanut butter explosion.
I'm gonna go with gelato.
Huh? Joel? What do you think?
Is there a difference between frozen yogurt and gelato?
Yeah.
I just don't think it's frozen yogurt.
What makes you say that? I mean, I'm not letting you influence my answer.
Okay, so in my opinion,
Oh, I see a Rolo thing. Is that a Rolo?
frozen yogurt,
My name's just peanut butter cup.
Oh.
when you have it on your tongue and you press it against the roof of your mouth,
What is it with you and the roof of your mouth?
it displaces too quick. Okay.
Wow.
I don't know what's... Yeah. I'm not even
See?
gonna get into that.
Try it.
I've been
You haven't
trying
even-
it.
No, put it on your tongue and press it against the roof of your mouth.
Well, I just got a big chunk of peanut butter, so that didn't work.
So, gelato does it quicker or not as quick?
No, yogurt ice cream it'll just like it's gone.
I'm gonna go gelato.
Ice cream you can't
Because I'm thinking of Horrocks. Shout out their gelato. They have you been to Horrocks and had their gelato?
No.
So they have a popcorn bar. They used to have samples, but they nixed it because of COVID.
No more samples these days.
And then they have a gelato bar. It's super good. I'm gonna go with gelato because it feels like that. I don't know the difference between frozen yogurt. I don't have the roof of my mouth.
You gotta get out more.
Yeah, I guess so. But
All right, well, you both are too good at this.
let's go.
Talenti. I think that's how you would say it.
Yeah.
Talenti.
The parable.
Gelato.
The parable of the
Boom!
Talenti's.
Chocolate peanut
Nailed
butter cup. Yeah, so the difference between custard and ice cream is custard is egg-based. Ice cream is milk-based.
Okay. So
Frozen-
Culver's is
frozen-
like egg based?
Yeah,
Wow.
same with Wits
Wow.
in Holland, which if you haven't been to Wits in Holland, it's the best.
That's good.
Frozen yogurt is obviously yogurt. And
But isn't yogurt
gelato,
milk?
I mean, yeah, there's milk in yogurt, but there's also a lot of other things. It's not just, it's like the gelato, I'm not sure. Is gelato more ice?
Just kind of.
I think gelato might be more ice. I don't know. Anyways, you were right. So.
You're still not.
I know about mine.
Congrats.
It's gone because it's very good.
Yeah, I gave myself more than I gave both of you guys. So
Definitely.
I'll be sitting here eating it for a while.
Definitely didn't have the wasabi. Well, while you finish up your ice cream, this past week we wrapped up our Gospel Matthew series. We were in Gospel Matthew for a total of 8 weeks. So we've been doing the summer scoop for 9 weeks. We've been in Gospel Matthew for 8 weeks. Miranda Stout landed the plane with the last words of Matthew, Jesus, the Great Commission. I'm curious, what have been some of your guys' as we've traveled through this gospel? Obviously, we didn't hit every chapter, but spent 8 or so weeks in this gospel. What are some of your maybe highlights or key takeaways from this series, and I'll start. I've really enjoyed, maybe just in a more of an extended way or different way, just engaging with the life and the ministry of Jesus. Like, you hear like the red letters in the New Testament. I think sometimes we talk about those, we talk about the teaching of Jesus, but never maybe take an extended time to sit with them ourselves. And so I've enjoyed doing that personally, and also on Sunday mornings alongside other people doing the same. So that's pretty generic, but not a specific thing. But yeah, I've really enjoyed that.
You just didn't want to say that you enjoyed your own messages more than everything else.
I enjoyed bringing the messages. yeah, it's good. What about you guys, Caleb?
I think two things that kind of went hand in hand. One, I loved the first few weeks of just giving the background to why we have four different gospels. Why did four different guys decide to write the good news about Jesus, and who were they specifically writing to? Like we've talked about with Matthew, writing to the outsider, of writing to people that were like him, of being viewed as an outcast or less valued because he was a tax collector, and that whole idea of a different lens that Matthew was writing through. And so then you look at teachings like the Beatitudes or like the Sermon on the Mount, and even a couple weeks ago, Joel, you hit on all the passages that talk about us producing fruit. Yeah. And it just gives you a different lens, because you're reading it from the lens of how Jesus is speaking to his disciples, but you're reading it through Matthew's lens. Yeah. How did that hit him as one of the disciples, and what that looked like for his life. So I think that's just it's really cool to change the way that I have read the Gospel of Matthew. Yeah. It's not just okay, here's a bunch of events about Jesus' life, and then I read Mark, and okay, it's some of the same ones, and then I read Luke and John, and it's wait, this was actually one of his disciples' perspectives on why Jesus' kingdom coming was good news. Yeah, sure. And that just that's been really cool for me.
Yeah. Derek?
So here's what I think. I think I'm going to give you two of them, because I don't know who I should look at, because I'm in the middle, right?
give
so I'm going to give two.
I'm
going to give two. So continue to enjoy your ice cream. No, I appreciated, Joel, when you spoke right out of the get-go in week one, and you just talked about the genealogy of Jesus, and Matthew was narrating that, and you talked about there was just common people through the history and thread of Jesus's heritage, his genealogy. And I don't know, it was just something about that. I just feel very common in the world, and it just feels like there's a place for me in the story in the kingdom of God, and so I just love you sharing that and being able to talk through that a little bit. The second thing was really the last. I'm gonna turn over and talk to you now, Caleb. So it doesn't pertain to you so much, but I feel like I need to talk to you now. But no, I loved Miranda Stout's last message, and when she finished it up, and really, I feel like I'm a really simple person, so simple things kind of stand out to me. Yeah. And she said, I'm not going to get it exactly how she said it, but she really just narrated the whole thing that she was talking about like this, just go and share Jesus. And I'm like, man, that is so simple to do. It's not complex. It's just going and sharing Jesus with people. And I love that. So, I love that. Yeah, God just used common people, and the simplicity of the gospel, and what we get to do is just to go and share it. So it was fun to have Miranda speaking into that. Yeah, so for sure.
Yeah. Maybe you would drop a comment wherever you're watching this and just say, hey, what was your highlight? What was your key takeaway from these last couple weeks? And would love to hear your perspective. We got the scoop, week 9. That was the scoop.
That's the scoop.
Gelato. It was gelato.
It was an ice cream.
Again, if you have the differences, if you have any corrections to Caleb's explanation,
I could be totally wrong.
Go ahead and call them out in the comments. Want to give you a couple upcoming things about what's ahead of us in terms of journey, so you can stay informed and engaged. Here's some upcoming things. Well, we want to draw your attention mainly to September 10. Before that, though, just want to encourage you with September. comes a lot of different serving opportunities. September is one of the best months to plug in to what's happening in our communities, to serve in really tangible ways, to make a difference. And so you can visit thejchurch.com/serve and find a serving opportunity you can jump into today. September 10 is going to be a really fun, meaningful day. There's lots of things happening. One of those is we'll begin a series that Sunday called Dreamers. And how do we dream with God? How do we look towards a bigger and a better future with Jesus and what he wants to do and include us in it? Our student ministries, Journey students, will fall launch that Sunday night at 6 p.m. at the Caledonia location. If you're a 7th through 12th grader, if you know them, get them there. Get there, be there. It's going to be really fun as students launch for the fall. There's some other things coming up on September 10 as well.
Yeah, on September 10, we're resuming 2 services in Middleville. So that'll be at 9:30 a.m. and 11 a.m. So where we've been at 10 a.m. all summer, we're no longer going to be having a service at 10 a.m. So we're going to split that at 9:30 and 11 a.m. So excited to see you there. Grab a service and hey, jump in and serve on the other one. So great chance to do that too.
So right here will be 9:30, 11. He said grab, so like
grab a service.
Grab a service.
Grab a service.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah, absolutely. Just do it.
Yeah, last but definitely not least, small group signups are going to kick off on September 10. So if you've heard us talk about small groups, if you engage with leaders, or you're wanting to just get connected deeper into community, it starts now. Here in September, we are all about doing life together, connecting with others. And I told our leaders this past weekend, and I want to small groups isn't just where connecting with others happens. It's where we are actively surrendering to Jesus while connecting with others who are healing from their past and being unleashed into their future. And so signups will be active September 10th. You won't want to miss getting plugged into a group so that we can continue to pursue and discover what life with Jesus is like together this fall.
Yeah. Thanks so much for checking out this week 9 of the Summer Scoop. We hope it's informative and engaging and helps you stay a little bit more up to date what's happening at Journey. We'll see you really soon.